Welcome to Life with David. I'm David, and today I'm refilling my brother TN-350 laser printer toner cartridge. My brother's 7820N printer has been very reliable for the past decade, but it is a 10-year-old printer. Original replacement cartridges are getting really expensive. They're starting to cost more than that of a whole new printer. I don't want to invest that much in a new toner cartridge, so why don't you join me as we refill the empty one for my brother's 7820N laser printer. I'd like to spend a moment on safety. There's nothing more important than keeping you and your loved ones safe. Be sure to read, understand, and follow the safety rules for your tools. Using your tools properly will greatly reduce the risk of personal injury. And always use the appropriate eye, hearing, and respiratory personal protective equipment. In this video, we'll be working with very fine particulate. Make sure you wear a dust mask to prevent inhaling the toner. Now let's get started. I recently got the dreaded toner end life message on my brother's 7820N flatbed laser multifunction center. I thought this would be a good time to try refilling the TN-350 toner cartridge rather than buy a new one for over $70. So I purchased a refill kit from inkowl.com for under $10, including shipping. First, I was able to get a few more copies out of the old cartridge by removing the drum unit from the printer and then reinstalling it. This let me print out a test page from the original toner cartridge for comparison later. Then, I removed the toner cartridge from the drum unit and prepare to refill it. I put the drum unit back in the printer to keep it safe during the refilling process, and then I laid down some paper to catch any toner spills and got a bag to dispose of the old toner. According to the instructions, I have to remove any remaining toner from the cartridge before I refilled it. It took a bit more effort to remove the plug than I was expecting. Eventually, I had to get pliers to yank out the old plug. I emptied the old toner into the bag, shaking it to try and get out as much as possible. Then I shook the bottle of new toner before I opened it. After I opened it and put on the special funnel cap, I shook it again. Then I poured the toner into the cartridge. It works better if you put the nozzle into the cartridge before you invert the bottle. I didn't do that, but I was lucky and I didn't spill the toner. That would have been a mess. After shaking the bottle several more times to make sure all the toner got into the cartridge, I popped the cap back on. Make sure it clicks into place solidly. Then it's time to reset the counter flag. The TN-350 has a counter flag that slowly rotates from the full to the empty position over the life of the cartridge. Regardless of how much toner is in the cartridge, if the flag is in the empty position, the printer will think the cartridge is empty. So we must reset it so that the printer knows the cartridge is full. Remove the 3 screws that hold the flag mechanism in place. lift off the mechanism and move the flag fully counterclockwise, about the 10 o'clock position. Then replace the mechanism and reinstall the screws. A tip for reinstalling coarse thread screws in plastic is to turn the screws counterclockwise until you feel them click in place and then tighten them. This allows the screws to reuse the original thread rather than trying to cut a new thread. Reinstall the toner cartridge into the drum unit and then reinstall the drum unit into the printer. Now we're ready to check out print quality. Print 4 or 5 test sheets before using the printer for actual work. For fun, I printed 7 sheets and will compare them to the test sheet I made with the old cartridge. I used my digital microscope to quickly scan the old and new sheets. 20%. 40%. 60%. 70%. 80%. 100%. New 4, 20%, 40%, 60%, 70%, 80%, 100%. The fourth test sheet has some artifacts in the light areas, so I printed out a few more sheets. Here are the comparisons for the prior to refill, 4th, and 7th test sheets. Just for fun, I also included a test sheet for an inkjet printer. As you can see, the 7th sheet is a little crisper than the 4th sheet, but is still not as crisp as the prior to refill test sheet. However, I think it will keep getting better, and at normal viewing distances, the differences are almost imperceptible. Thanks for joining me today. We refilled the toner cartridge of a Brother multifunction printer. This is the first time I've refilled any laser toner cartridge, and I'm happy with the results. The print quality is almost as good as the OEM cartridge, and it was $60 cheaper. For me, that's a good value. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. And leave a comment or suggestion for things to do. I hope to do more of these videos, so please subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of new videos. Let's get together next time for another day in Life with David. See you soon.